recording. Just give me a sec. I'm going to decide about the data analysis before data collection. I first of all determine the method of data collection. Is it going to be a survey method? Is it going to be sampling? Is it going to be interview? Is it going to be observation method, or a mix of all these, or a 2, 3 of these? Okay. And I'm going to decide, and I'm also going to decide on how I'm going to process the data. So when I want to process, maybe I will code, upload it in a software, or I'm going to be going to cut short, give a write-up, etc. And then I will consult a statistician also, prepare dummy tables, right? And then I'm going to further work on the data. But if it is going to be after data collection, I'm going to say, I'll collect the data, process the data, like we said, editing and coding are 2 ways of processing, wherein you edit the data, code the data. And when you edit the data, you check for unfilled answers or unfilled questionnaires. See to the extent they are unfilled. If required, you even eliminate those questionnaires that are unfilled, right? And prepare tables, graphs, etc. And then analyze and interpret the findings. You're going to analyze using statistical techniques or descriptive techniques, right? I showed you yesterday SPSS, how it looked. And then you are going to consult a statistician as to what exactly is going to be suitable. And you're going to prepare for editing and the way it is required. And then for presenting the data. Now, I will decide on the data analysis methods based on qualitative method or quantitative method. Qualitative is more of a descriptive method, wherein I'm going to describe a phenomenon, a theory, and then I'm going to give more of a write-up kind of with flowcharts, with figures, etc. Whereas quantitative method is quantifying the data. Qualitative, I will be describing more of the attributes. I gave you the example of adolescent and traits, traits of adolescent kids. So when I'm going to say adolescent kids, I'm going to say what happens in a boy, what happens in a girl, etc. So I'm going to see how they eat, sleep, how angry they get, how cool they are, how much water they drink, how nervous they get, all these things. Whereas quantitative data, same thing can be quantitatively analyzed by converting them to numerical, by coding them, converting them to numerical, uploading in software, etc. Now, statistical methods used for analysis, descriptive and inferential statistics. When I'm describing the data, so many people get angry 3 times a day, right? And I plot it in a graph or in a table, right? You have seen that 3 to 5 times angry per day, 5 to 6 times angry per day, etc. I make it into table, number of respondents. Then that is description, tabular method, graphical method, and text. If you want, I'll give you more elaborate explanation. And inferential, when I perform certain statistical tests and then conclude that there is no association between gender and their frequency of getting angry. I am going to perform certain tests and then conclude. That is inferential statistics. Just give me a second. A small aspect. Data presentation. Now we are going to present the data. मैंने पहले क्या किया था? I edited the data, right? And then now I'm going to even code it. Now how will I present? One is tabular form, tabular presentation. Data is with in rows and columns. Have you seen a table? Have you seen a table? Table कैसे दिखता है? What does a table look like? Correct. 0 to 2. 2, 4. 6. Total. Okay. It's not need, but then I hope you're following this. And then total. Are you following this? Class, are you following this? So what do you see here, right? Frequency of anger or I will say irritation. Irritation. Irritation in a day. Now, title, table number. Next time I will plot it in a word. Okay. Now, every table has to have a number, and then every table has to have a title. Table is representing data in rows and columns, right? Intersection of a row and a column is called as cell, right? Every table, every row has to have a total. Every column has to have a total. Do you see here? Every column has a heading, table has a heading, or a table has a title, table number. Now I have to write one more thing, sources. Sources of the table. Where is the source? Based on data collected, right? Based on data. This is based on data. You may even have tables from some other studies which you have to quote, right? Based on data collected primary sources. Okay. Are you following? Class, are you following? Collected primary sources. So this is one way of presenting your data, right? And इसके ऊपर जब interpretation लिखते हो, you are going to analyze the table and write, which is going to be a descriptive statistics. Now I talk about the next aspect, graphical. Graphical presentation, where you show the data in graphs. pie chart, bar graph, right? And histogram are different types of graphs which are going to be plotted based on your data and then shown, right? So now this is going to be a pictorial presentation. You will have to write. Every table should have an interpretation. Every graph should have an interpretation. Graph should have figure number, title, source, and the graph, right? And then the third type is text, wherein you are just giving a write-up based on the data collected. You don't have a table, you don't have a graph, you're only going to write the write-up of what is the data about, describing the data. Are you following? Class, are you following? I'll give you a small write-up on data presentation for your notes. Ideally, these are the things. Any doubts here? Going back to my PPT. Now we spoke about qualitative data analysis, where it's a range of processes and procedures, wherein you are going to write in technical terms. See, how many children were there who got angry between 3 times and 4 times a day, etc. Right? How often did they go through mood swings? And then you're going to describe actually whatever was your observation or your interview with them. And qualitative data analysis is based on interpretative philosophy. मतलब आप जैसे इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हो डेटा को, अपना रूप दे रहे हो उसके हिसाब से. You don't need to tabulate, you don't need to show in graphical form. You have to give a rich write-up so that you're examining the idea, giving it a meaningful content, and it's also symbolical content. So you can say this is what happens to children who are going through adolescent phase. You're proving something with your write-up itself. Write-up itself is giving the data or giving the research a proper meaning, full-fledged. So for in a qualitative data, what are the processes? You're going to collect the data, and data collection may be based on observation, interview, or based on reading of documents, and then your recording, etc. So when you're going to collect the data, it is more of textual form. Collecting the data and then you're reducing it, wherein you select what is relevant, what is not. And then more focus you give. And then you simplify the data, abstract data, and then transform it. मतलब जब आप select करते हो, चलो ये factors लेना है. And I'm going to make it more focused to adolescent behavior than a normal child's behavior. And I will simplify it. मेरे language में और भी simple लिखना चाहती थी. So I will simplify it in such a way that the moment you read, you're going to understand, or the moment you look at the table, you will understand. And you're going to write it in an abstract, एकदम cut short, in a nutshell आप बताने वाले हो. Very briefly, you are going to explain. And finally transform it into research language. जो technical language में चाहिए वैसे आप transform करने वाले हो, convert करने वाले हो. And you could even display the data with the help of table. I showed you what a table looks like, or a matrix. Have you seen? In rows and columns, data is given without that cell. Actually, cell is intersection of row and column. Here we are not showing that intersection. You're giving it in graph form again, and then graph could be pie chart, histogram, bar graph, and then you're giving network like a flow chart. This itself, this is a flow chart, right? So you're giving this research process now, and then you are going to say charts. You're going to give it in terms of charts. What charts? Could be bar chart, pie chart, etc. In charted form, you're going to chart the data and give it. And then finally, when you draw conclusion, you're going to give it a meaningful conclusion. Data ke bare mein. You're going to say, on an average, children get angry at least 4 times a day, and it is more of an aggression than anger. So all these meanings you're giving. What is an aggression? How wild is their behavior? And then you're going to confirm it with earlier studies or with critical reviews, and then on earlier studies, etc. And then verify the data. Again, you're going to be talking about verifying the data. Any doubts so far? Let's continue. Quantitative data analysis is where you are expected to turn the raw numbers into meaningful data. Like for example, age group ko, I have to turn it in such a way that it is suiting my research. Like for example, I collect age group of the respondents, supposing investor preference of investment avenues. I collect data on that. I will be collecting gender, I will be collecting age. क्यों collect करती हूँ? I will turn it into numbers. I will say male respondents are more interested in investing into equity and derivatives, whereas female members prefer more conservative avenue, etc. Correct? And through application of rational and critical thinking, of course, I will apply my rational and critical thinking in such a way. How did I transform the data? जब मैंने एज ग्रुप कलेक्ट किया था, जेंडर कलेक्ट किया था, based on the age, I saw what is their investment preference. Based on the gender, I saw what is their investment preference. And quantitative analysis may include calculation of frequencies of variables. Frequencies matlab number of people investing in mutual funds, number of people investing in equity, etc. And differences between variables. Like for example, I mean, we will understand this better. Between like age group and gender have no association with investment decision in asset classes. So I'm going to do it quantitatively and analyze. And this is usually with evidence and hypothesis. Are you following? This is usually with evidence and hypothesis. Give me a second. I'll show you something. Now this is frequency. इसमें जो बोलते हैं ना, number of people, total there were 1450. Okay. जिनके responses missing थे 9. Okay. Percentage of responses missing was 0.6. Every table has a title, right? And then it should have a number also. It's a rough graph. You see the frequency, matlab number of people saying no, number of people saying neutral, number of people saying yes. And percentage, right? So for her question, it is recorded. Now this is called as tabular form, wherein we are using descriptive statistics. ठीक है? यहाँ पे मैं data को describe कर सकती हूँ और कुछ नहीं बोल सकती हूँ. Maximum I can say majority. And now see, there is a hypothesis form. There is no significant difference between eating out and demographics. Okay? Age group. Matlab, age group does not determine the frequency of eating out. तो मैंने क्या किया यहाँ पे? I use some test, chi-square test use किया. So I have said this. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? मेरे values आए chi-square test, वो software में perform हो जाएगा. And even manually we can perform. We are not going into that now, right? And then we have the conclusion drafted, right? So reject the null hypothesis and conclude. Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Evidence of data, correct? Qualitative में आपको evidence of data था, hypothesis था, you fit the test, etc. Now, what are the stages of quantitative data analysis? Organizing the data. First of all, you organize your questionnaire, interview schedule, etc. Right? And presenting the data in statistics or text form. I told you what are the forms of data presentation, right? And then you're going to compute mean, median, mode, central tendency. And then you're going to analyze the data and fit inferential statistics, which we described earlier.